What's going on, you guys? How y'all living? How y'all feeling? How y'all be? Huh? Y'all already know I'm never trying to get in your business. I'm just trying to figure out how y'all doing for real, though. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in your world, okay? We all living that. What y'all doing? Is it sunny? Is it raining? Because it's raining over here. I know y'all see all this wetness in the background. But anywho, I didn't come on here to be before you super long. I was getting ready to make one of them minute shorts, and then I realized that what I have to say is a lot longer than the shorts. So we just gonna hop on here and we gonna talk while I'm headed to my next client's house, okay? So anywho, real quick, y'all, I wanted to create this message because there's been some things that have been happening, and I know that they don't just happen to me. I know that they also happen to other people. And God is like, no, you need to go in here and deliver this message as well, because there's going to be other people that are going to need to hear what you have to say about this. And you guys will also be affected by these things, or have also been affected by these things already. And so the goal is, the word of the day is to have emotional intelligence, okay? If you don't know what that is, go look it up, okay? That's not what this video is about. But, and that's not me trying to be harsh, but, you know, go learn about emotional intelligence. If you already don't know what emotional intelligence is, or if you don't have the emotional intelligence that you desire, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be, go look it up, go educate yourself. Because having emotional intelligence is a very it's a big thing. It's a huge thing. And especially when you are living as a kingdom liver, you have to have emotional intelligence when it comes to not only just dealing with yourself, excuse me please, but also dealing with other people that are attached to you, because your decisions essentially affect their lives as well, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your children, whether it's your job, whether it's your business. And if you have a business, if you're a business owner, then of course whatever decision you make affects your employees if you have employees. So having emotional intelligence is a must, okay? And like I said, those decisions that you make, whether they be positive or negative, they affect the other people that are attached to you. And depending on how you choose to maneuver through life, depending on how you choose to maneuver through those particular situations, it really, really plays into effect of everybody else that you have going on, or everybody else that's attached to you and in your inner circle. Those things matter. You get what I'm saying? So even when it comes to, and I'm just going to give you a small example, right? For instance, and this didn't happen to me, but I'm just giving you an example of what that looks like, okay? You could be, here we go. You could be out, and I know you guys have probably experienced this in your life, so I'm going to use this example because it's a good example. And it's not necessarily the only example, but it is an example nonetheless. So you could be out, and you might be with your man, or your man, you might be with your girl, whatever the case may be, or your wife, whatever. But the man a lot of times be like, honey, what would you like to eat? And she'll be like, oh, I'm not hungry, right? The person who is non-emotionally intelligent will say, oh, okay, well, since you ain't hungry, I ain't getting you nothing to eat. But the person with emotional intelligence will say, well, you know what? I know my baby says she's not hungry, but two things. One, I know she's probably going to be trying to eat off my plate, and I want all my food, so I'm going to just get her the same thing that I'm getting. Or I'm going to just pick her up her favorite thing that she likes to eat, and I'm going to make sure that, she might not be hungry now, but she's going to be hungry later, so let me not just think about myself, right? That is emotional intelligence. Okay, and this is on a small scale. And even this small scale can even be, some people can consider this a large thing, because it's a small thing that is a large gesture, you know. And for any man that's watching, if you got a woman out there that is saying that, go get her something to eat, okay? That's her trying to be modest, or she might legitimately not be hungry, but she may be hungry later, and 9 times out of 10, while she's sitting there watching you eat, she gonna get hungry. Yeah, I know, Carl. Thank you for letting me know. So the best thing that you could do to save you from an argument later, or to save you from having to, you know, share your food later, is to either get her something else that she might like, or get her the same thing that you getting, because you know she like it anyway. So we just gonna go ahead and get it because I know Bae like it. We just go ahead and get Bae out the way, you know. And that is emotional intelligence. And like I said, you know, those things, that is something that does affect you in the long run, because as a man, you know, there are some women who are out there that will lean in all the way on you, and, you know, tell you how much of a bad person you are, tell you how disrespectful you are, whatever the case may be. Like, to save yourself from all of that headache and stress later, you might as well just go ahead and do it, right? That's what the emotional intelligent person would think. But the person who is non-emotionally intelligent would be like, oh, I ain't about to get her nothing. She said she wasn't hungry, so, you know. But it's just like, are you even really thinking about that person? Did you even really care how they would have thought later? And even for women, like, if you going somewhere, you picking up something, like, get your man something, you know what I'm saying? Get him something to drink, or get him something to eat, or just whatever the case may be. Don't just think about yourself. And like I said, this is just on a relationship aspect, but it still crosses the line on every other aspect, because these are also things that people don't think about. Like I said, it could pertain to your work situation, whether you have your own business or you work for somebody else. You know, let me give you a work example. I don't know. I can't think of one right now, but it'll come to me later probably. But needless to say, you know, think about stuff like that. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, I got one for you. And this is, like, if you are working in a team environment, right? And say one person didn't do something, but you know it has to get done, you know, but the other person may be kind of behind on their stuff. So it's like, you know what? Instead of me just saying, oh, well, that ain't my job, you know what I'm saying? It's not my job to do X, Y, and Z. Quite naturally, that's the easiest response, because it's like, well, I mean, it's not your job. You know, that thing was assigned to somebody else, but it's like, you already know if this thing doesn't get done, then it affects the whole staff, you know, or it affects how the company is run, or whatever the case may be. So it's like, you know what, let me just go ahead and do it. Since I'm already finished with my stuff early, let me just go ahead and take care of their stuff, and let me do that. You know, that is a level of emotional intelligence, because you know, again, you may not know what the other person is going through. You know, sometimes we all need help. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, that's a very small example, but if you take that concept and apply it to every area of your life, it makes you 1,000 times of a better person, because you're not just thinking about self. Because it's easy to think about self. You get what I'm saying? But the goal in this day and age is to not be a selfish person, because God isn't selfish with us, and it doesn't hurt to do something else, or do something nice for someone else, or to do something to make them smile, or to do something, you know what I'm saying? Because even if you may not care for it at that time, it's besides the point. You get what I'm saying? It's all about being able to help the other person out, being able to help other people, being able to put a smile on somebody else's face for a non-selfish reason. You know what I'm saying? And even you doing it, not even to get a thanks or whatever the case may be, and the thanks would be nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody does something for you, be nice. You know what I'm saying? Tell them thank you. You know, but sometimes it's not even about that. You get what I'm saying? It's just the fact that it was done, and, you know, it's like, you know what, I'd rather help, or I'd rather do this, and, you know, at least it's out of the way. You know, now you don't have to worry about that. And it's a good deed. And there's nothing wrong with that. You get what I'm saying? So, excuse me, please, at the end of the day, like I said, take that and apply it to every area of your life. And I promise you and I guarantee you it will go a long way. For those of you who don't have emotional intelligence, you know, sometimes it puts a strain on the other individuals that are attached to you because, like I said, selfishness, it's easy to be selfish. You know what I'm saying? But do you really want to be a selfish person? Like, yeah, you probably do want to be a selfish person. You probably don't care about how other people are thinking or what they feel or whatever the case may be. Sir, please stay in your lane. But you probably don't care. And that's okay too. But at the end of the day, living this life is bigger than you. Okay? We can't get nowhere without the help of somebody else. And that's just facts. God uses everyone and everything to do stuff. You get what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, your help may be coming from another individual. And it's like, you may delay your blessings because that other person is like, well, you know, X, Y, Z, especially if they're not spiritually in tune. Because sometimes there's a lot of times that God will use other people who are not spiritually in tune to get his point across or to get his will done. And we've seen that happen so many times in life, and you've experienced it so many times in life. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, don't do people that way. Think about other people. Think about, you know, how your decisions affect other people. You get what I'm saying? Make it a goal to want to help somebody out. Make it a goal to want to help other people. Make it a goal to want to put a smile on someone's face just for the simple fact of putting a smile on their face and not for any other underlying reason, you know, behind that. Because it's bigger than that. So that's all I have for this word for the day. And there's a scripture that pretty much goes along with that. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of it verbatim or where it directly comes from, but, you know, doing stuff, I'll have to find it. Because I can't even, like, put it into words, but it's basically like, you know, not doing things just to basically get, like, thanks from other people or whatever the case may be. I'm gonna have to find it, y'all. I'm still working on learning my Bible and learning my verses, and I'm still reading my words, still trying to commit a lot of those things to memory. So y'all bear with me, okay? I'm not all the way well versed in the scriptures, but I do know that they have a scripture for it, and it doesn't necessarily talk about being emotionally intelligent, but it does fall along those lines. So, but anywho, I don't want to be before you guys long. I love you guys. If y'all need anything from me, let me know. Reach out to me in the comments. Send me an email. If you guys need coaching, I am a life coach as well. So, and I know I don't really talk about it much on here, but I am a life coach. And I do have a lot of clients that I do speak with, but I have to get better with, like, verbalizing that I'm a life coach, because I've been doing it now for a couple of years. But sometimes I just get on here and get to talking, and it slides past my mind. I know I'd have it in my description section and in my bio or whatever, but I'm gonna make sure I tell y'all more often. But, you know, hit me up if y'all need me for any services. If you want to just talk and get some ideas across your head, or try to figure out, you know, how to maneuver, if you're even going in the right direction. Sometimes you just need to be able to bounce your ideas off of someone else's mind, and we all do. And sometimes you may not have people who are emotionally intelligent in your circle, you know, and I get it. I understand everybody's situation is different, so you have to do what you can do for yourself in order to help you progress in the way that you need to progress in, and move in the direction that you need to move in effectively. So but like I said, you know, I'm here for you guys. If you need me, let me know. And I will see you guys in the next video. Be blessed.